Hello, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Thursday, November 14th, 2024. In this video, we're going to take a look at another one of our 45th through 47th president's picks for his higher staff appointments, and that is Matt Gaetz, who has been nominated by our president to be his Attorney General. Let me take you to a compilation. It's a little more extensive than usual because the more I dug, the more I found. And I thought that these items were definitely share worthy. So let's take a look at the person seen in the public eye as Matt Gaetz. I'm going to take you to a share screen, which even though this platform and Facebook won't make it easy for you to find, the links don't always work. It's there, it's on my personal page, and if you scroll down, you'll find it. Okay. And I will try to also give you some heads up about where I'm finding items, okay? All right, so here was Donald J. Trump's announcement. It is my great honor to announce that Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida is hereby nominated to be the Attorney General of the United States. Matt is a deeply gifted and tenacious attorney trained at the William and Mary College of Law, who has distinguished himself in Congress through his focus on achieving desperately needed reform at the Department of Justice. And he goes on to talk a little more about it. But Matt Gaetz does have a track record of being solidly a supporter of Donald Trump. There was an article in dailymail.com in the UK. It was definitely written with a liberal slant to it because they mentioned that Matt Gaetz had resigned his position as a senator even before he has had his confirmation hearings. And they made a point of saying that there had been some allegations that were being raised about Matt Gaetz that could not be pursued now that he has resigned his position. It made it sound specific, but pardon me, suspicious. But remember, Matt Gaetz has always been solidly a Trump supporter and has spoken very forcefully to the likes of Anthony Fauci, Merrick Garland, and others. So he has made some, not made friends in the enemy camp. Here is a quote of his I thought was pretty good. We ought to have a full court press against this weaponized government that has been turned against our people. And if that means abolishing every one of the three-letter agencies from the FBI to the ATF, I'm ready to get going. And pardon me, he's a congressman and I said senator. Okay. Another item that I thought was good. The liberal New Yorker magazine claimed I have a chaos agenda. In reality, I want a balanced budget, single subject spending bills, term limits, a secure southern border, a government that gets a warrant before spying on you. Does that sound like chaos or the orderly administration of our country that you deserve? And I very much agree with these items he wants here. Just want to go on record as saying that. Now, if you look here at I included a 5-minute clip that's available on YouTube that has Matt Gaetz facing off against Biden's Attorney General Merrick Garland, or Garland Merrick. I always get that backwards and forwards. So I thought it was really good. He didn't back down. He's very forceful with him. Now, so I'm thinking really good things about him, and then I ran across this. Before you start worshiping Matt Gaetz, and then there's a circle here around a very unusual handshake. If you would like to reference that handshake, I included for you these are Masonic handshakes, and they're what they represent. Okay. And you'll find one that's very similar here. I don't know if this is a complete listing. It was what it was available on the internet, so I doubt it's complete. But that's what is available. Now, here is what a blurb that just came up when I asked an AI generator about Matt Gaetz. And again, I thought this was a good summary, so I included it. Okay, that he's got a long history of aligning himself with Trump's political ideology. And so you can read that. But we got that Masonic handshake going. I've got a picture of him that I'm planning to use for my thumbnail. And then I came across this saying Matt Gaetz 2.0. Here is the original Matt Gaetz. Here's the one that we see now. Yes, he's been prettied up for his public appearances. You know, the teeth are whiter and brighter and everything, but the eyebrows have definitely changed dramatically from what was original. And some people have said, "Oh, look, you know, there's no wrinkles and stuff." He's had Botox. He's getting Botox. Possibly, but Botox doesn't explain the fact that his ears used to attach to his head like this, and now they attach like this. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that the Matt Gaetz we have, and I did a little digging trying to find out what might have caused him to be a 2.0, and all I could find was someone said it was really, really bad. I have no details on that. If you want to dig further, you can. So I'm going to be asking about the person seen in the public eye as Matt Gaetz, because apparently we are dealing once again with a 2.0. And I'm going to ask if the person seen in the public eye as Matt Gaetz is going to be confirmed and be our Attorney General, and what we can expect from him as an Attorney General. So we'll get some insights there. But again, it looks like this Trump's very good support by Matt Gaetz is from a 2.0. And now I'm not saying anything against them. A lot of the 2.0s are very good and reliable people. I mean, we've got a Musk 2.0 doing good things. We got a Putin 2.0 doing good things. There's a lot of 2.0s out there, okay? Even in the truther community, I know of one or two, okay? Charlie Ward, Simon Parks. That doesn't mean they're not doing good things, okay? So let's just ask again to have the phrasing be what the universe can recognize. We're going to ask for the person seen in the public eye as, and take it from there, okay? Now, I deliberately sometimes throw out little things like those names I did just a minute ago. I want you to do some digging and see if you find evidence of what I'm saying, or if you can disprove it, fine, because I want you to do your own digging, and you're going to be surprised at what you find. Just like me, as I was starting to do what I thought would be a short compilation, I found more and more items that made me think, it's worth mentioning. It's worth mentioning. So, and again, it is worth mentioning that this Matt Gaetz 2.0, I like what he does and the support he gives to President Trump. I don't want to go on record as saying anything other than that. I'm going to switch the camera and we'll work with the cards and find out what they want us to know about the possibility of Matt Gaetz 2.0 being confirmed as Attorney General, and what that will look like in the near future if that happens. Okay, the person seen in the public eye as former Congressman Matt Gaetz, who is the pick by President and President-elect Donald Trump to be his Attorney General. We'd like to ask if this version of Matt Gaetz will be confirmed, and what his job performance and will look like moving forward if so. Again, I'm not going to ask if he's a 2.0. The ears tell me all I need to know. And if he's not, and I'm wrong, by phrasing it, the person seen in the public eye as Matt Gaetz will get us to the same information either way. First card, we have the 10 of Swords. That's representing him. Page of Wands. Another 9 of Swords, so we got more swords showing up. King of Wands for the current, near future. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the 6 of Cups. And the King of Cups. Okay, I'm taking a look here and kind of letting the downloads happen. Based on what I'm seeing in the cards, yes, I'm seeing a confirmation that we do have a 2.0 going on here. We have a 2.0 that is of use and benefit and aligned with the White Hats. Okay, I'm being told not to worry too much, that he is a 2.0. He's one of the better ones, as I mentioned a few of them earlier in this video. And that for operational safety, there's a little information being kept from us. Um, but in the capacity he'll have for the government, he's going to do some good things for us. But he can be a little bit tricky. And he may indeed be a case of, even though he's a 2.0, so he should have been specifically uh, contracted to have a contractual duty to do his due diligence. He may be one of those that Mr. T keeps close for other reasons and wants us to have an eye on him for other reasons other than to celebrate a job well done. Okay, so I'll show you why I said those things as I was getting the downloads. The 10 was a 10 of swords that showed up for Matt Gaetz. That's an ending, okay? And so that's the one that tells me, yes, the original is gone. The Page of Wands, which is kind of one of my white hat cards, says, but never fear, he's not high ranking, but he is of use and benefit to the white hats. And again, have no fear. We have the Nine of Swords for the recent past. There's just not as much to worry about this 2.0 situation as we might think, other than if you, like me, are tired of them. Want genuine 1.0 people doing 1.0 jobs and removed if they don't. That's just where we're at. And the more we want that and say that that's the only thing we're going to settle for is removal of 2.0s, that's going to help it to happen. We have the King of Wands here for the current event. The wisdom and leadership, just a reassurance here that Mr. Trump knows what he's doing by having Matt Gaetz 2.0 be his appointee. And so this is a very wise energy card. And so that's just a reassurance that for us, and also kind of maybe a nod to the skill set that Matt Gaetz is going to bring to the position in the near future. Okay, this card almost always tells me, honey, we're keeping a little bit of information from you for operational safety. Okay, absolutely. So anytime you see this, you know that, and it's a political read, that's kind of where we're going with this card, because that's the number one message. The other one is that there's enough being given to us that we can get a good, clear answer, but it may not be all that's available or that will be available at some point in the very near future. The Six of Cups is kind of what's telling me I wish I was seeing more, like justice cards and things like that. But again, we're going to be happy with the job he does, and he is going to help to remove swamp members, and that will increase the safety possibilities for our little ones. Okay, this lesser insight card here, the King of Cups, is just a reminder. Of course, what attorney isn't tricky? They can all be. Oh, I have a maternal grandfather, just a little side note here, who was he was an attorney, and he found he couldn't practice law successfully because he couldn't lie. So that tells you, kind of where attorneys are at. He ended up working in a industry position. So let's get a few more cards and see what's going on with Mr. Gaetz. Page of Cups. Okay, that's kind of a pleasant surprise headed our way. Okay, in regards to his job performance and his public perception. Wheel of Fortune, very good to show up here. Again, he's going to be part of helping us, our country, go from dark to light, our world go from dark to light, because we are all part of the same huge organism. Then a little more trickiness kind of indicated here with the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Eight of Cups, okay, which is telling us that I think at some point he's going to be, I don't think he's going to be Attorney General for the entire tenure of Mr. Trump's second official administration. I think he's going to do some good things and then part company with Mr. Trump, or maybe move into another position. With the limits of the question I have here, that still could develop that way too. So there we have it. It looks like his confirmation will go through. Okay, he's going to help make some positive changes that help to protect innocent life. So that's really good to see. So let's recap. Congressman Matt Gaetz from Florida has been nominated by President Trump to be his attorney general in his coming administration. And that position will still need to be confirmed, but hopefully there won't be a lot of hiccups if Mr. Trump recommends someone, it will proceed. We looked at a compilation that was a little longer than usual, and it included some um, track records of Congressman Matt Gaetz, who's very good. He's always solidly been in Mr. T's corner and has never deviated from that I've seen or was able to find. I did find some indication, though, that we are dealing with a Matt Gaetz 2.0. And I shared that with you. There's some picture evidence. You can look at that or do a little digging on your own if you'd like to, and confirm that for yourself. So we phrased our question in such a way that the universe was able to close in on the one we were asking about. So we asked, was the person seen in the public eye as the proposed Attorney General Matt Gaetz going to get that position, and how would we feel about how he did his job once he did? So we didn't get any aces showing up here. We did get an immediate confirmation that Matt Gaetz is a 2.0. This is the card that showed up for Matt Gaetz. But we got some reassurance too. This card said white hat, okay? This is one of my, not high ranking, but one of my unofficial white hat cards, and just said, yeah, he's team white hat. So the 2.0 is. I don't really want to know what happened with 1.0 or what he did to deserve to need to be replaced, and 2.0'd. The recent past, we had more confirmation. There's not as much to worry about, even though you're aware of this now that he's a 2.0. That's not the point you need to concern yourself about too much. Okay. The Mr. T has eyes on, knows it's a 2.0. That's who he's nominating. He hasn't been, bamboozled or anything like that. And it's a wise, good leadership decision on his part that he does so. The universe further told us that there's some information that we don't need to have an answer to this question, but that we're getting enough to answer our question. And then it got into the answers. First of all, they were really beautiful. The actions that Matt Gaetz will take as Attorney General will help to protect innocent life, especially our little ones. Okay. We still need to keep an eye on him, as with most people that have been in government for any length of time, and attorneys also keep our eyes on him because he's capable of some trickery. And that's kind of, as the cards came out, we did get that we're going to get some, we're going to be pleasantly surprised with how well he does his job. Okay. It is going to help make America great again. It is going to help our country, and our country is part of the world, and our world is part of our reality, and we're all one huge organism. So he is going to be helping to go from dark to light, which was good. However, it looks like at some point in the near future, now this was my last two cards, so these aren't the most impactful, and this isn't a major arcana, but it does look like in the near future, he's going to be, it looked like parting company with Mr. T. So he will be an attorney general. He will have a good track record as such, but it looks like at some point before Mr. T's second official administration is concluded, he will leave that position for some reason. So we'll see if that happens. But until it does, we're going to be happy with the work he does for us. So again, I think we can put him in the 2.0 camp of 2.0s that we trust, that are solidly white hats. So that's it for this edition of Laura's View and Tarot 2, where we did a little woo on the 2.0s as well. And I didn't know that was going to go that way till I came across that picture evidence and things like that. So yeah, there we have it. Until next time, if you're willing to receive it, I send you love, light, and I wish for you everything bright. Have a wonderful day. And log off, do some things in real life, in real time, with real people you care about.